Good morning, everybody. I am Sarah. I'm the Real Simple Mama. This is Jurassic Park, and I'm doing a really super quick video to advocate again why I feel like everybody, when possible, you need to have your chicken run or your chicken yard. Wherever you have your flock, it needs to be covered. And I am a huge advocate of bird netting, and so I wanted to show you a few different examples of why you need it. So I have this gang eyeing me. They're mad because I haven't given them their grubblies yet this morning. But I wanted to tell you that I've always been a big advocate of bird netting or having a covered run. Now, some people, of course, we have different setups. Some people, they have the built-in run that's along with the coop that has like an actual solid roof. You can see if I zoom in, sort of like what's in the center of your shot, right? Where there's like actually like plastic or a tin roof or something like that on top of their run. But if you're like me and you had this yard space, as we eat some sweet potato vines here, look at this. But if you've got like a yard space like this, I really advocate you having bird netting. And I wanted to do this video outside the run because I've experienced a couple of instances in the past few weeks that really just reinforce, oh my gosh, yes, I need bird netting on top of my run. So if we're looking at the chicken run, you see the greenish tarps. That's not what I'm talking about. That is just for shade. The bird netting, and I know it's a little bit hard to see because of the tree line, but the bird netting is the black nylon that's in a 2-inch square grid that goes across the top of the run. So bird netting serves a couple of purposes. The first purpose is that it's keeping out wild birds. Even if you love chickens and you love your wild birds, we can't really have them together if at all possible. I know right now, of course, in early 2022, we're all worried about the bird flu, which is a real thing, but birds can pass diseases back and forth with other birds. It's not quite the same as birds and mammals. They don't transmit diseases exactly the same way. Like you getting diseases from your chickens, it's possible, but it's very rare. Your chickens getting diseases from wild birds is a lot more common. So the number one reason that you would have bird netting, you can see that black nylon right there. I actually have 2 layers of bird netting on. So that's why it crisscrosses the way that it does. But the first reason, like I said, is to keep the wild birds out. They don't need to be sharing the food. They don't need to be sharing any kind of water source that your chickens have. And as much as possible, we want to keep them from pooping in the chicken run. The second reason is to keep out aerial predators. This is anybody who's going to fly in and either try to take one of your chickens or take one of your chicks. This would be, hawks, falcons, owls, bald eagles, whatever you've got in your area. It's keeping all the bad guys out, right? It's going to keep out the wild birds and keep out the predators. But another reason that you may not have thought of, but I want you to take a second and think about your chicken run, think about your space, is it also helps keep your chickens in. Your chickens, if they were to get out, it would be pretty devastating, especially if they were by themselves. Now, I will say that I do clip my chickens' wings. You can see that video here. It's really easy to do. You do it once a year because then those feathers will be clipped until those feathers fall out and they grow new ones once a year when they molt. But even then, if you've got anything in your chicken run, in that yard that your chickens can jump up onto and do like a parkour thing, right? Like I jump up onto the chair and then I jump up onto the coop and then I could jump out. Bird netting will also help keep your chickens in. So you can see my videos on bird netting, how we've installed it, the product that we use. We paid full price for it. It's not an affiliate in the sense that I wasn't given anything for free. I will always have bird netting or some kind of roof or ceiling over the entire space where my chickens are. It's not perfect. It doesn't keep out every single mouse and every single squirrel or anything like that, but it's keeping the big heavy hitters out and it's also keeping my chickens in. So check out these 2 little clips that I've taken over the last few weeks of my ridiculous chickens plotting their escape. You guys see this? I'm over here watering my citrus trees. Lacey's up on the freaking roof. There's nothing else for her to jump up to up there, so she flew straight up there with clipped wings. I'm an idiot. And she's my older, bigger girl. I don't want to go over there because I'm going to scare her, but I don't want her to hurt herself. What the hell is she doing? Do you guys see now why we need to clip wings? And why we need bird netting? Good grief. I don't know if she followed like a lizard up there or a bug, or if she's just an idiot. I don't, like, what are we doing? She's a good 4 feet off the ground right now. She just flew straight up there. Lace, what are you doing, Lace? Oh my gosh. Yep, so this is another reason why you probably should have bird netting. Because you have a crazy, ridiculous chicken named Mavis Dracula. Wants to go exploring and is now 4 feet off the ground. She does have clipped wings. We do still have a bird netting, but it does need to be repaired. So now you see, not only is bird netting advantageous to keep those flying predators out and keep wild birds out, that just helps with disease and cleanliness and things like that, but it's to keep your psycho chickens in. Yep, now you gotta figure out how to get down, genius. Come on, tick, 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 tick. Well, come on. Tick, 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 tick. Such beauty and such grace.